All right, welcome. And he is back. El
He's back.
Capitan, Bradford,
The captain
Leva,
is back. He's on land finally.
finally, and back for this, I think, is your first podcast of the 2023 season.
It feels like my first podcast of the last 15 years, man. I miss you guys.
You are, and unfortunately, TD has something to do with his taxes, so it's just me and you flying solo, Leva,
Hey, you know
like
what? I don't have
like
to
our
share you with it.
dorm room at Blair Academy, right?
I don't have to share you with anybody. This is good.
There we have.
This is
That's
good.
it. So, all right, Leva, it's a very simple one. And you mind if
Simple one.
I take it first? Because I'm just chomping at the bit here.
Yeah, hit me, baby.
All right. So the question is,
Question.
are the Yankees better this year, 2023, or last year, 2022? I'm going to say they're better this year. And I'm going to just, for one simple reason,
Why?
Rondon. All right. When
Who
he gets
pitched
back,
how many innings this year
what's that?
with his massive 0 innings contributed this season?
Exactly. But when Rondon gets back, listen here. That's why you got to hear me out, Leva.
I hear you. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm in.
Because this season, there's two different Yankee teams. There's the Yankee team when Nestor pitches, and there's the team when Garrett Cole pitches, and then there's the others, the Clark Schmidts, the Hermans, the Johnny Britos. When Cole or Cortez pitch, they're world beaters. They're as good as anybody. When Schmidt, Herman, or Brito pitch, they're a terrible team.
It's a toss-up.
That's my point. So when Rondon comes, which I'm assuming he will, and you've got a rotation of him with Nestor and Cole, I think that's what I think they're a top team. So that's what it comes down to with me is because even right now, when Cole's on the mound, they're unbeatable. He's so good. I got the numbers 4-0.
Oh, Sunday. I mean, he was disgusting.
Disgusting. And an under one ERA. And Nestor's doing it as well. So for that reason, I think they're better than last year. What do you think?
I mean, last year they were what, a 99 win team. This year they're on what, 580 winning percentage. So that's good for what, 95 wins. So right now they're roughly the same team, give or take a few games, as they were last year. Yep. The thing that worries, so are they better than last year?
That's the question.
I don't think so yet. I don't think so yet. I mean, the thing is too with this team, it's like a tale of two cities. Their offensive and their pitching statistics are completely different. Their offensive statistics are almost embarrassing. I mean, they're at the bottom of the league in damn near every statistic.
Very mediocre offense.
Oh my God, they're mediocre. Like the bottom of the league. Hits, runs, RBIs, batting average, you name it. They are
very
at the
mediocre.
Bottom.
Yeah.
And basically everybody in the division is streets ahead in terms of their offensive performance. Where the Yankees make up for it in terms of pitching, their pitching, they are not only the top of their division, but they're the top of the league. Top 5 and 6 in strikeouts, in almost everything. So it kind of evens it out. So honestly, it's basically like it's the same team really that we've seen the last couple of years. One piece works while the other piece doesn't work. Their offenses will score 12,000 runs, but their pitching staff will give up 1 billion runs, or vice versa. We just can't seem to get them both on the same page. So honestly, it's a lot like the last couple of years' teams.
I'll give you that. And you know what? They might not even win the division this year with with Tampa Bay South Star. Who knows?
If they're at a 588 they're playing right now, I mean, you look at all the other teams and the other divisions. I mean, that'll put them in the wild card, and that there's no guarantee.
But my thing is, Leva, I'm assuming, I really think they're going to find a way to get to postseason, especially with the extra playoff spot now that's happened the last couple of years, even if it's the playing game. If you have Cole, Rondon, Cortez with a lineup with Judge and DJ and Rizzo and Clay, my point is that's a team better.
They were given 6 walks yesterday, and they did nothing with this. I agree. This is frustrating. They are frustrating. That's the thing. Cole can go out there and throw 800 scoreless innings. It doesn't matter. This offense is maddeningly inconsistent. they still leave guys on base. They don't make teams pay when they put people on base. They can't get the big hit. IKF gets freaking picked off the other day. I mean, it's just like, it's insane watching this offense. Honestly, it's nauseating at times.
I agree with you, but it's the same as last. Well, if you, here's what I actually think is going to happen. If you remember last year, beginning of the year, the Yankees were world beaters.
Yeah.
Second half of the year, some of the older guys, LeMahieu, Rizzo, they broke down a little bit. I think that's good. I hate to say it because Rizzo's off to a great start. I think he's going to slow down over the course of the year.
Yeah.
I love LeMahieu.
Love him. I mean, he can
he's
play.
not the same guy he was 5 years ago.
No, but if he can actually, the thing is with him, if you can actually get him on the field, it's better than nothing. Seriously.
Yeah,
if he's actually out there playing, the way he takes at bats, the way he plays, I mean, he elevates the team, even simply just by actually playing. Him on the DL, him with his toe not playing, that hurts the team a lot.
But you can't say he's the same guy he was and he didn't even play in the playoffs last year. That's my point. Sorry.
Who is? Nobody is.
Well, Judge is pretty close. Judge, I feel pretty good with him up there. Don't you?
I feel, listen, I mean, what kind of Yankees fan would I be if I didn't say I'm, a big Judge guy?
No, but my point is, I feel good with, Judge is still Judge. He hasn't, so,
Yeah, but our Barry Bonds lost his, oh God, what the hell? The guy with the mustache that played behind him in the
Carpenter?
No, the second baseman. You know who I'm talking about. With the Giants.
Jeff Kent?
Back in the early 2000s. Jeff Kent. We lost our Jeff Kent for a while.
I disagree. I'm not a big, I don't think Stanton's that scary anymore.
I'm a Stanton guy. I've been a Stanton guy. The guy rakes in the postseason. The guy gets it done when the Yankees need him to get it done.
I'll give you that, but
I think it's a big loss.
But he was gonna go down at some point. He's not, and if he's back for the postseason, you've got your.
Listen, if he's on the El Duque plan, I'm totally fine with that.
And that's what I look at. I'm only thinking postseason. I'm just looking postseason, and
so postseason is this team winning?
Well, that's the only way I judge it. I mean, that's the only
5-game series. Are they winning a 5-game series?
And that's my point with Rondon, Cortez, Cole. That's tough. That's tough.
And then when they're out of the game, who you give them the ball to?
Well, that's a huge. Well, one of the things not talked about this year is Clay Holmes. To me, he's never talked about. He's one of the most important Yankees because you think about it.
First half, Pittsburgh Clay Holmes.
Sorry,
he's back to Pittsburgh Clay Holmes.
That's the thing. The first half of the year, when the Yankees were world beaters, he was an all-star. Then he fell apart, and obviously you need a closer. So that's a big. But you know what? I like Marinaccio. I think Loizaga is going to come back. I don't know. I think the bullpen will hold up, but I do agree you need a closer. You cannot be an elite team without a closer. So that is a question.
Who I say should become the closer at some point?
Severino?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Severino should be the bullpen.
It worked at Mariano.
Yep. 100%.
Mariano went from being a middling to atrocious starter to becoming a baseball legend.
Yeah.
And this guy's got way better stuff than Mariano does. And if he's only got to come out and pitch 1-2 innings every couple of days, I don't know. I mean, he showed out of the pen. Severino showed out of the pen. He is lights out.
And he also showed in the postseason. I don't think he's made a start where he goes past 5 innings. He's really.
Oh yeah, man. It's like he leads the league
3 to 4 innings.
Tons of runs postseason. He leads the league. Guy's got like 70 ERA in the postseason. It's gross.
So I think we're on the same, but Leva, so overall, do you think this team is better than, because like I just said, right now, I'll agree they're not better than, you don't think so?
No.
I agree with you.
Not today.
Not today, 100%.
April, it's what, the 19th, 18th, 19th? Not today.
I agree
with you. It's a very small sample size. I mean, I am happy though. I mean,
but
they've won all their series. They've won all their series so far. I mean, they haven't been shut out yet. They just had that one embarrassing game against the Twins with Brito getting shelled.
They hit back-to-back home runs.
I felt bad for the poor guy. I mean, I got to admit, I have not been watching a lot of the games. I've been taking them in by the radio because I'm a Sterling guy.
You got to listen to Sterling.
Yeah, I love my radio.
And
I love my
he's
radio.
been on Sterling. Sterling's been on this year.
Dude, that guy is like the moon. He's the tides. I mean, you can set your watch to the guy. He's a legend.
What was the home run call he had that made Susan laughing?
His Volpe one.
I didn't like his Volpe one. I didn't like his Volpe one.
He loves talking in Italian. It's amazing.
Yeah. But there was one before Volpe that had Susan laughing. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But hey, listen, I like going back and forth, to be honest. I'll listen to the game. I'll be in my living room. Yeah. Then I got to do something in my room. I turn on Sterling.
Honestly, to me, I mean, I like, watching the game is great, but I mean, just
Sterling,
it's like coming in from the cold and putting in a warm blanket. I mean, it's just like so comforting for me to hear his voice.
And he's also from a different era. I mean, John Sterling.
Him and Susan. I mean, just even listening to them banter on, things kind of slow down a little bit. They're great. They're great. They're pure entertainment.
Well, they're also, when they're gone, they're irreplaceable because you're going to get some new, young whippersnapper. That's all.
Yeah, you're gonna get a stat guy, and it's
a stat guy, exactly.
All with this, and
no Broadway references.
No Broadway references. No, I had a lasagna yesterday.
Yep.
I got traffic on that. None of that. No.
All right. Yes, that's and what was I going to say? Man, how old is Sterling at this point now? He's got to be over 80.
He's got to be in his 80s.
Yeah. And Susan's no spring chicken either.
No, I mean, listen, you've got between him and Susan. I mean, you've got Susan. You got the first voice ever heard on WFAN.
Yeah. All right, leave it.
Legends.
So, watching this team right now, not that good. But do you agree with me, though, that overall, when it really matters, I think they're better than last year just because of that rotation? Yes or no? Nope.
I don't agree with you yet. I haven't seen enough yet.
That's completely fair.
I haven't seen enough yet. And I mean, the rotation is the rotation, but you got to get 9 innings. And, get 9 innings is not.
Or just throw out Cole. Cole gave you a nice 9 innings the other game.
Yeah, but according to Aaron Boone, I don't know if you listened to his press conference on Sunday. Don't call it a complete game shutout. It's redundant. He freaking snapped at somebody about that.
What do you think of Cole's haircut? I love the clean cut look.
It's
so Yankee. It's so Yankee.
I'm more of like a flow type of guy. I mean, I'm a flow guy.
Well, Leva, you belong on the 1970s team with Thurman and Nettles and Clear Crew. But do you think he looks good. Yankee though?
What though, man? Watching Cole, I mean, he is wow.
Exactly. He has this year.
But he's turned into, I think for me and a lot of Yankees fans, he's like a must-watch start.
Oh, 100%.
He's like DeGrom. He was DeGrom a couple seasons ago.
He's
like even me, not you. I mean, you know how I feel about the Mets. I would watch games with DeGrom just to watch him pitch. I mean, he's just that electric.
Yeah,
I think Cole's there.
This year so far.
Yeah.
Cole's always been good for the Yankees, but right now he's on another. Actually, he's on the level he was with the spider tack. That's how he's pitching right now. That level. Yeah. So, all right,
he got the double-digit strikeout record now. I mean, it's you think about it. All the people that have pitched for the Yankees, Roger Clemens, all these guys. I mean, he's the man.
Yeah, but it's also a strikeout error. You got to factor that in as well when you look at these.
Understood.
All right, topic 2. It's an easy, light one. Favorite Yankee team of all time? Give me your year.
Easiest question ever.
And I think we're gonna have the same answer.
96.
96.
96. I mean, come on.
Give the audience why.
It's my first World Series as a human being. I mean, I was born in 81. I started becoming conscious of the Yankees in the late 80s, early 90s. And as we all know, not exactly an era of winning. Empty Yankee Stadium back then. And 96 was magic. It was our redemption. But it was our redemption for that brutal gut punch. Awful loss in 95 to the Mariners.
Yeah. Well, but also out of all the Yankee championships we've seen, that was the only one that they weren't
They're
really
real
the
underdogs.
favorite. They were like
It was,
underdogs. So it
dude,
made,
that Braves team was nasty. That's the World Series defending Braves team. Those
yep.
guys were filthy.
And you know what also makes 98, 96 so special?
There's like
Was
700 wins in 3 pitchers in that rotation. I mean,
oh the Braves, yeah. But I was thinking it was such a great mixture because you had, you had your young guys, you had your Jeter, you had your Pettit, you had your Bernie, you had these new young Yankees, but then you had such legendary veterans like Darryl Strawberry
but
and
guys that were past their prime, like guys that like,
and Tim Raines. You had Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs. It was
yeah, but the
just
shine had worn off. Guys, this wasn't like the peak era Wade Boggs. It wasn't peak
they
era
were
Darryl
older.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
They were older. They were like second chance. Are they
Yeah.
washed up? Like who? Like they were very like relatable, likable team. Like there was no equivalent of Aaron Judge on that team.
Exactly. That's the point. There was no star. There was
There
no
was no
star.
the best player. There was no the best guy, the best this,
Yep.
the best thing. You know what I mean?
And you had you look at managers. You had Torrey,
Clueless Joe.
Stoudemire, and Zimmer. The three of them, just like the three kings, old baseball people.
I
So
mean,
it
and
was
getting
just
the crap kicked out of them those first games against the Braves.
yeah. And finally, it was also the old stadium that was just bananas.
Yeah, but
All
I
right,
mean,
Leva.
it's the easiest question on earth to answer, and I'd probably be willing to bet your brother would say the same thing.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? I also have a soft spot for the 1990 Yankees, the last place Yankees, because it's my first conscious memory of the team.
Yeah,
So they were so, even though they were terrible, when you're that young and it's the first team you recognize, you always have a soft spot.
that's my 80.
Yeah.
That's for me. It's the '89 Yankees. I still
Yeah.
have that yearbook. I still flip through it. I mean,
Yeah.
the rotation with Hippolyto Pena and all this. I mean, there were some real gems in that team back
Oh
then.
man. And you're right. That back then the stadium was empty. Those
Empty.
guys, yeah.
My grandfather, we used to go to games when I was a kid. My grandfather would take me to Yankee games. Man, the place is like, it really was empty. It is not the Yankee Stadium that came to be in the '90s when the team
No.
got better. I mean, there was no like vibrating freaking upper deck.
And you know what though? That vibrating upper deck, I don't know if we'll ever see a crowd like those 95, 96 Yankee crowds.
Well, I mean, hopefully the stadium doesn't vibrate like that. It's a little more structurally sound, but I don't
Those
think we're going
days
to
were
see it either
nuts.
because that's not the fan that goes to the games anymore.
Yeah. Well, it does, but just not the whole
In
stadium.
that number. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Leva, good stuff. You
So
brought it today.
I don't know, X. I mean, April 19th.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Is
Right
this
now, they
Yankee?
look terrible. Right
I
now,
honestly, to me, I mean, if I was going to describe one word, just average.
yeah, exactly.
If not, honestly, in terms of like Yankee expectation as a Yankees fan, I would actually classify them as mediocre.
But you got to admit, when Cole or Nestor on the mound, they look good. They do look.
Yeah, but then what am I wishing for? Rain delays the next 3 games? I mean,
yeah, I agree. I hear you.
You can't go out. You can't win. It's not like we're talking Johnson and Schilling.
Yeah, I agree. But you also got to factor in the top of the lineup. I think
this team is hitting 232 as a team.
Yeah, I agree.
They're in the bottom of the league in almost every offensive category.
And Levo, what did I say after
the Rays have scored like twice as many runs as the Yankees have at the same time of the season?
Braves are the best team right now.
The Rays.
Braves and the Rays.
Yeah, the Braves and the Rays, right.
Well, the thing with the Rays,
I'm just looking in terms of our division. I did a lot of my stat searching. I was just looking in terms of where the Yankees stand against our division rivals.
Yeah, I mean the Rays, as good as they've been, the last time
they're going to fall off. They're going to fall off.
But they've also their competition so far. They had a few openings.
Well, I mean, yeah, they played the A's. I mean, yeah. They played.
I think the Braves are the best team in baseball right now. What do you think?
I'll buy it.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
They're a good organization. They've got it together.
I mean, but I look at the Rays, and I mean they're hitting what 288 as a team. I love that.
Yeah,
how do you not love that? How do you not love that?
Their run difference is best in baseball.
But they put bat on baseball.
They do.
They put bat on baseball. I mean, the Yankees are not doing that.
Yeah.
They're not drawing their walks. I mean, they're not even compensating with
No, the
other.
offense is, and that's why I said I was making up the point. When they signed Rondon, I said, you got to get Benintendi. You need
Dude,
Benintendi.
losing Benintendi. I mean, we talked about this
Yeah.
last year. Letting Benintendi go was probably one of the dumbest things this team did.
Because you needed a
He would
hitter
have been
like that.
perfect fit. He's average. He's a batting average guy.
Batting average, exactly.
He's a batting average guy. And
All
he
right,
played in Boston, so it's not like, the hostile crowds are going to scare him away. I mean, the guy knows how to play baseball.
Did you watch or listen to the game last night?
I was listening to the game last night. It
Man,
was
that first inning, Schmidt just got. I mean, Otani, that ball still hasn't landed. He crushed that baseball.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's such a shame that Otani and Mike Trout play for that organization.
yeah.
It's such a shame. I mean, you're
You
talking
know
about
what's funny though? Look at their lineup's pretty good with Rendon. Sorry,
Anthony Rendon
Rendon. Yeah,
having that team. That changes things a lot.
yeah.
That changes things a lot.
I think they need more pitching. The Angels still.
What team doesn't need more pitching?
That's true. All right, Leva. So we'll get TD on board next time. And you brought it today. Good stuff. And we got to go to a game soon. Our little routine.
You know me. I don't turn down a Yankee Stadium day ever.
Yeah. All right, Leva. Good stuff. Talk to you soon.
Hold on a second. One more question.
Yes.
Question. What shirt are you buying this season? The blue numbered shirt. What is the first shirt purchased this season? Now, this to me is what kind of tells me, how do you feel about the team? What do you want the team's identity to be? What shirt are you buying?
I'm going with Cole. I'm going with Cole.
He's going to go
earned a jersey. He's earned a jersey by
He's earned the jersey. I love it. I love it.
You know what? He's been here a few years. He's earned it. I still want to see a big, big postseason start out of him, but I give it to him what he's given. He's earned it.
Yeah, listen, I'm into it.
Who are you going with?
I'm gonna have to go with the Oswaldo Cabrera. I got to throw my weight behind the guy. I love him. I love his style. I like the way he plays. I want to see him play more.
In my book.
Huh?
You got to earn your pinstripes, Leela.
Listen, I get that he has to earn his pinstripes. I'm buying the shirt because I'm throwing my support behind him. I want him to be the guy. I like his game. I like his hustle. I like his heart. The guy plays. He plays baseball. And he plays baseball the way I like it.
And you know who else loves him?
Who?
Susan and John. Oh, what a terrific young man. Oh, so wonderful.
Oh, somebody's called a terrific young man. You know that they are at the level.
Yeah.
So I probably get a Cabrera shirt. The first game of the season, I will be wearing my LeMahieu shirt that I already own. Either that or Classic Bernie, just because who doesn't love 51?
Burn, baby, Bernie. All right, Leva, good stuff. We'll get TD on board next time.
Yes, sir. Always nice to see you again.
Of course. And we'll organize a game quick and soon.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you, Leva.